Oh goodness, do I have something wonderful to show you today. Hi, I'm Joe Himmeley, and I'm in Tacoma Park, Maryland. The front door is amazing with this mid-century detail of the long horizontal windows. And the knob is really neat too. Look at this. The control for the deadbolt is right here. Off the vestibule, you'll find the formal living room with its two exposures overlooking national park land. And around the corner is the formal dining room. What makes this house special is that it backs onto national park land. And on the rear of the house, you have this double screened porch to take in summer breezes. This amazing sliding glass door is extra wide, and it leads to a screened porch that overlooks the park. The handle on the sliding glass door is classic mid-century. It has this wonderful swoop here, and then the handle matches the latch for the lock. From the dining room, there's a pass-through into the kitchen. The kitchen has many wonderful details, like this floor. This is the classic 9" by 9" striated tile. It usually has asbestos in it. There's the quintessential robin's egg blue countertops. It's got the decorative metal edge here. And we have St. Charles cabinets. On the inside of the door, you'll see it has its original care instructions and a sponge caddy below. These cabinets have nice details. Inside of here are dividers. And then here we have the pull-out cutting board and another drawer with more dividers. You'll notice that this cabinet has louvers at the top and bottom, and that's because this was for storing your root vegetables. If you look at the bottom, you'll see the bins where you can put your potatoes or onions, and there's even a little ventilation there at the bottom for air circulation. Here's the cooktop with its classic mid-century control knobs. And here are the grates for the burners. And what I love about them is this pattern repeats because you can actually stack them if you want to have a flat surface. It's got the Tradewinds kitchen ventilator range hood. The hood itself is stainless steel, and the controls for it are right here. It still works. And I love this switch for the under cabinet lights. Above the wall oven, you have tray storage, and the coup de grace of this kitchen is the Western Holly wall oven. Look at the porthole opening. It's very space age. Inside, it's clean as a whistle. The controls at the top are wonderful with this red detail, these mid-century dials, a light so you can see things better, the control for the temperature, and of course the timer. How neat is that? Here's the primary bedroom suite, and there's some details in the closet that I just have to show you. You'll see it has all of its original built-ins. This feature is unique. It's got a rod here where you can lay out your clothes for the next day, and when you're done, you can push it closed. Over here, you can see one of the original lights. I like that. And down here, you can see all of these drawers, but there's an unusual one down here. You open it, it's not a drawer at all, it's a trap door. And that's because it's a laundry chute. Here in the primary bathroom is the all-important Cinderella princess tub. Here's the wall-mounted electro mode. At the top is the switch. On one side is the heater, and on the other is a fan. Here's the double medicine cabinet. On this side is the his side with the toothbrush holder and a razor blade slot. And you'll notice on this side, it has the toothbrush holder, but there's no razor blade slot. And above that, there's an electric receptacle right here. That's for your heat styling tools or your electric razor. And I'm really vibing with this light hood that's up on top. The colored tiles in the bathroom are an essential part of a mid-century bath. Here we have dark and light yellow, and then 3 different colors of green on the wall. When you come downstairs, the first thing you'll notice is this lovely handrail. Look at that loop. I also love how when you step down off this stair, it goes from concrete to brick. And even more amazing, the brick becomes the hearth for the fireplace. There are a couple of neat details on this fireplace. First, you have this brick frame so you can hang a print here. It has 4 vents for heat release. And here is the mantel shelf made of concrete. Here in the utility room is the original Wadsworth fuse box. If you look inside, it has its original glass fuses right there, and above, the main switches for the range and the lights. Here's the second bedroom, and of course it has windows for egress and for ventilation, but even neater, underneath, they have extra little vents. You pull this latch, and open it, and there's a louvered ventilation with a screen. The latch itself is pretty cool. You pull on it and it lowers the latch there. I love it. Here on the outside of the bedroom window, you'll see the louvers. This is all used as part of the whole house attic fan, which I'll get to later in the video. Here's the second bathroom with lots of original details, including the Formica countertop with the metal edge. One detail I have to point out is the stopper. It sits up tall, but if you turn it just a little bit, it drops into place. Here are the original lights with the twist on-off switch at the bottom, the medicine cabinet with the requisite razor blade slot, of course. Underneath, you have a toothbrush holder with cup holder, and on this side, the original soap dish. The tile work in this bathroom is wonderful. If you look at the floor, you'll see it's got a 2-inch by 2-inch blue tile there. On the walls, you'll notice that it's salmon colored on this wall and gray here. But the neatest detail is right here. Look at this. At the base of the salmon wall, it's salmon at the top and gray at the bottom. And on the gray wall, it's gray at the top and salmon on the bottom. What a nice detail. When I show properties from this era, I'm often asked why there's this metal tape on the window. That's an old-fashioned glass break detector, and it was connected to the alarm system for the entire house. There's an unexpected treat in this room. Come here. Look at this appliance. This is a General Chef LK, and if you look at the top, it's a stovetop with 3 burners, which is unusual because typically you'd have 4. I love the mid-century knobs for the controls, and here is a crumb tray underneath. What looks like the oven door, you pull this latch and open it, but inside it's actually a refrigerator because this is a combo stovetop refrigerator. Here on the door, you can see it's got a shelf for bottles, and I think this label is my favorite part. It says the General on it. Also, look at the freezer, and here's the control for the temperature. How neat is that? And one last thing, it's got a little storage shelf at the bottom. This door is unusual because it has louvers on the outside. This switch controls the whole house attic fan. When I turn it on, the air from this level will get pulled through the louvered door into the attic and outside. And that allows the house to be cooled without central air. So here's the channel where the air comes up and it goes all the way down to the end where the fan is.